What is up, my frosty brethren? My name is Arctic, and welcome to some Halo 5 Guardians beta gameplay. Today is the day I wanted to talk about matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking specifically in Halo 5. I've got to mess around with it on Slayer. I'm ranked Onyx and Slayer. I'm one game out of being ranked in Breakout. Probably gonna hit low gold or silver or something like that. Been playing by myself in the morning. We'll see. I'm really enjoying it, actually. It's probably some of the best matchmaking I've had the opportunity to play in. It's been a while on Xbox or PlayStation, for that matter. When it comes to console shooters, it seems like everything is pretty much hot garbage, and that's putting it lightly. I think Black Ops 2 did it pretty well with its league or divisions. I can't remember what exactly it was called when they had basically the same system that Halo is using. But outside of that, when you talk about a regular social playlist, or if there wasn't a league playlist for Black Ops 2, if you talk about some of the previous Call of Duties, matchmaking has traditionally been very, very bad. Since maybe like Halo 2 might have been the best matchmaking we've gotten ever on console games, and you look at everything else and they've been pretty dang on bad. The true skill system, we have seen time and time again, has failed horribly on the Xbox. And I feel like this system gets it right a lot. Not all the time. It's not perfect. It definitely doesn't help out players that are playing solo. I feel like this probably encourages a lot of team play. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're not already experiencing it, when the full game comes out, you will see the party of 4 try-hard players going down in a lot of the playlists. Whatever's going to be competitive, you'll see people practicing that with their teams of 4, and it'll probably be frustrating if you're playing solo. And I guarantee that you're going to play against some really good players, and that's what people ask for a lot, is to play with really good players. And you're not going to always win, especially if you're playing solo and you don't have other teams equally as skilled as you. You could be the top dog in a room, for example, or at least on your team, but still manage to lose because the other team has better teamwork. That's going to happen in this environment, and it's based on wins and losses from what I can tell. I haven't asked anyone, talked to some people, at least on Twitter, that told me that they had talked to 343 and basically said that it's pretty much gated on wins. So and it's quality wins too. So here's an example. If you're a bronze and you play against a semi-pro, and you have a team of bronzes and maybe a semi-pro and some Onyx players on the other opposing team, and you manage to win that match, you're going to get a significant boost, and the other team is going to take a pretty big dock, because technically they shouldn't have lost that game. Now, if you are flip, if you are on the semi-pro team and you win that game, you're not going to get a whole lot of points because you beat bronzes, right? So that's supposed to be how the system works. Kind of have some checks and balances based on the quality of the match that you're playing in. But it's definitely not perfect, especially for players that are solo. And I feel like in that situation, a lot of solo guys might be playing free-for-all, or at least looking for another group of players that are equally as skilled. At the same time, maybe 343 is thinking about the solo player. Maybe they'll make a ranked mercenary lone wolf playlist, so that players that are playing by themselves don't get murked by other teammates, or teams, I should say, parties of 4 or 3 or whatever, and they can be their own superstars. We'll see. I mean, we really don't know. It's a year until the game comes out, but needless to say, I feel like this matchmaking gets it right more often than not. I have a hard time agreeing with people that get upset with this matchmaking system, especially when you think about what's been available on console gaming, at least for the last 10 years. It's been pretty bad. It's been a pretty pathetic scene lately for matchmaking on console gaming. It just doesn't seem like it's been a priority. It's been speed versus quality, and now we're getting what seems like better quality, and people are still not happy about it, at least if they're playing solo. I've seen a lot of people praising it, don't get me wrong, but the negative Nancy's out there, they just don't want anything to be good. Now, I do have a little thing I like to, I've said this on Frag Logic several times, and I have to mention it here. Even if we had the absolute perfect matchmaking system. In some hypothetical fairyland world, we have the perfect matchmaking system developed by some engineering, computer programming genius. The perfect system. Even then, because we are humans, because there's the human element, because you could be off your game, you could have two of the best players in the world, and one of them gets blown out. And here's a perfect example. About 2 years ago, we had the AFC Championship with the Denver Broncos. Analysts predicted Denver to win the game. It was a pretty unanimous decision. They were going to win this game. Seattle Seahawks had previously beat them, but it was a pretty close game. They got into this match, and this is American football, by the way, if I didn't mention that already. They got into this matchup, this football game, and Seattle beat the brakes off of Denver Broncos. The score was like 40-something to 6. Two of the best teams in the world. There's a lot of different players on both teams, a lot of elements in there. It's the human element. It's human nature. People are going to win, some people are going to lose. Not everybody's going to be on their A game all the time, and it happens. So even in that situation, there's still going to be some salty people because of that human element. It's unavoidable. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's commentary. I love to hear what you guys think about the matchmaking in Halo. Probably ruffled a little bit of feathers with my comments towards it, but hey, I'm going to have my opinions, you're going to have yours, and that's how it rolls sometimes. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to give a like. If you didn't, that's fine too. You can subscribe if you guys enjoy my content. I got plenty more Halo coming, and until the next time, I will catch you all later. Stay frosty.